Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's webinars. The topic of today's webinar is Luran S, material of choice for aesthetic and weathering performance. Please note that this webinar will be recorded and made available after the webinar is end. You may also send us your questions, if you have any, by the chat box below. So after the presentations, we'll try to tackle and answer some, if not all, the questions that you posted. For today's discussions, we are share with you INEOS Styrolution as a company and corporations, our product portfolios, particularly Luran S, and its value and applications. Four of us will be featuring in today's webinars. My name is Scott Wee Yong. I'm the product manager in Enhanced Specialty Business Unit. My colleague Han Bok Song, who is a technical product manager, will be my co-presenter for today. Venkata Ramanaya Manapragada, Director for Business Management, will also take care on the question and answer sessions later on. Hui Bun Kwa, Manager for Corporate Communications, will be also helping us to run the webinar for today. INEOS Styrolutions at a glance. We are a global leader in styrenic manufacturing. We do have 20 production sites across 10 countries, 6 R&D centers, and 24 sales offices globally. We do have 90 over years of the experience in styrenic manufacturing. In terms of the applications, our products are being used in about 2,000 over applications across 7 industries, namely automotive, electronics, household, constructions, packaging, healthcare, toys, sport and leisure. Besides that, we were also awarded by these EcoVadis awards, making us a top 1% of plastic manufacturers and top 1% of all suppliers assessed in these categories. This proves that INEOS Styrolutions, we are an environmental conscious company. We do care for about environment. These are some pictures of the example for our manufacturing activities, namely Channelhorn, Bayport, both in USA, Antwerp in Belgium, Cologne in Germany, and in Asia, Ulsan, South Korea. ASAs are being manufactured in 3 plants in Asia. The biggest and the most important one is in Ulsan, South Korea, with the biggest capacity in Asia. Besides that, Mataput in Thailand, Vadodara in Gujarat state or India are also manufacturing ASA product portfolios. Our R&D capabilities. Our global R&Ds are across globally. Frankfurt in Germany, Antwerp, Cologne in Germany, Moxie in India. Beside the R&D center, we do also have our regional development centers. Again, they are in Channelhorn, Cologne, Moxie, and also Ulsan in South Korea. The function of regional development centers are to provide technical solutions to our customers. We do customize our solutions to different applications and needs. Just to give a few examples, if you need ASA to be in specific colors, the color matching works can be done in our regional development centers. Example number 2, if you need to modify the flow behavior, the melt flow index of the ASA, the formulation works can also be carried out in this regional development center as well. Our product portfolios in the glance, we do provide styrene monomer from the very upstreams, polystyrenes, namely GPPS and HIPS, ABS standards, and under specialties, we do carry about 7 product portfolios, as you can see from here. As per today, the focus of our discussions will be on ASA, which is a trade name Luran S. I will hand over to Hanbok to discuss about the Luran S compositions.
Thanks, Gwagi. Let me explain about Uranus composition and structure. Uranus is acrylonitrile styrene acrylate copolymer, so-called ASA. And the matrix is transparent SAN, adding elastomeric butyl acrylate core, which is grafted with SAN shell for better dispersion into the matrix. The designer product is related with the different property of SAN. It makes different flowability and heat performance, and different size and contents of butyl acrylate rubber core bring various impact strength properties and surface quality. Additionally, blending with the different polymer into ASA to enhance other properties. For example, adding polycarbonate makes ASA PC blend in a solution brand name as Luran S, which has superior long-term property retention and heat stability, especially suitable for demanding application in automotive interior and exterior, and also electronics application. An ASA blend with a polyamide and some special compatibilizing system, our brand name as Luran S, super high impact and flowability, high chemical resistance against petroleum, and superior weathering performance from ASA. As you know that SAN copolymer is very brittle and it hit by external force, very low energy absorption and create cracks and easily break, but withstand elastomeric butyl acrylate core, which absorb energy and prevent the crack. The mechanism of impact strength is almost the same as ABS, which is the most popular impact resistance polymer, but there is some differences. Under UV light from the sun and environment factors like rain or humidity affect to double bond in butadiene rubber, and it starts to break a polymer chain and degradation in ABS. However, ASA case, it does not have double bond in butyl acrylate rubber. Even UV light or environmental stress can keep its molecular structure and properties. Let me hand over to Gwagi to explain our product portfolio.
This is Luran S product range. We do categorize our Luran S products according to different needs and also applications. For example, as you can see on the first line, high heat ASA. So the markets are popular grades, for example, Luran S 778T. Universal grades for more general purpose applications, example, Luran S 777K. High impact Luran S, example, on the highest impact, we have 797S. On the surface gloss, low gloss grade 776S and high gloss 767K. With this product range, it allows us to bring across general value propositions, impact strength, chemical resistance, UV resistance, color fastness, heat resistance, flowability, dimensional stability, and also gloss. Over to you, to Hanbok, to introduce us about Luran S in terms of the weathering performance, please.
As I explained about Uranus composition before, structure, and different with ABS, Uranus has an excellent weathering performance. However, when it is colored with various pigments, the performance can be differed by color because its pigment or different energy absorption to the materials. We have accumulated database for pigment usage and test result to make the weathering performance to meet ISO 4892-2A, 5,000 hours represented 5 years outdoor performance, As you can see that delta E well below 5.0 with the various colors. And it brings you substantially enhanced weathering performance and stabilization in your application. Our color excellence centers are ready to support to match your target application color utilizing this knowledge. Let me explain about actual cases by different industries, how our Uranus is using in the application. Uranus has an excellent chemical resistance and UV resistance and also heat performance, which can fulfill the requirement in automotive application, like front grille, window housing, or trims, and roof rack without painting. Uranus has been approved or meet the part performance in many automotive OEMs for application, including the European and American OEM, also well-known Chinese or Asian OEM as well. Uranus SPF30 package is state-of-the-art UV stabilization and the best performance for the weathering. The technology for controlled migration brings significantly improved weathering performance even for challenging color and the condition. We are targeting to create innovative, effective business solution for our customers. Recent industry trend like Internet of Things and more convenient application, as well as seamless design approach, Uranus is the best choice utilizing benefit of its various flowability and UV resistance and high gloss. The picture shows the application for personalized weather monitoring device made by Uranus. Traditionally, this type of application was made by ABS or HFS, but using Uranus can extend its end of life with long-term performance and satisfying consumers' needs. We want to shaping the future through the innovation together with the customer. In the electronic industry, antenna housing application is the one of popular application, which made by Uranus. Required long-term property retention, UV resistance, and several processing. Not only the conventional injection, also some extrusion thermoforming due to the bigger part size. Our Uranus has a benefit compared with the typical material uses like polycarbonate in this application. Uranus has lower density and lower moisture absorption, which can help reduction of part weight and easy processing. This is a dental chair functional part and control box made by Uranus, launched very recently. It requires beautiful and shiny and glossy aesthetics to meet the design requirement, and also requires high chemical resistance against alcohol due to regular sanitization before and after use. And also we control for color consistency during the production with a high quality standard that can make long-term performance as the same as the first rule. Kwagi, would you please introduce more application in the Uranus?
All right. Leveraging ASA excellence properties in weathering resistant and resistant to color change. Below are the few more examples where Luran S could be applied in the real-life applications. Mainly outdoor aircon units and covers, ship radars and ship radar covers, lawn mower, EV car charging units, furniture decor sheets, last but not least, security camera. So these are some of the other applications which is possible for Luran S. Not to mention there are many more, which we hope to share with you in near future. So why INEOS Styrolutions as your partners? So we do have 90 years of the experience in styrenic manufacturing. We are here to stay long. Reliability as a corporation, products and manufacturing is the core value of INEOS Styrolutions. We do globally present, meaning to say the products that you purchase in USA or in Europe are also available in Asia with the same quality and same performance. We do proud on our products' performance. We produce products with consistency, batch to batch, and outstanding performance. We are also able to customize our solutions to bring the different needs to the different applications and also customers. We are also proud on our own people. We do have dedicated sales personnel and also technical personnel. Last but not least, we are also an environmental conscious company. We do really care for the environment. So this makes us stand out as your choice of the partners to be success together. So the next, we are going into the question and answers. I do hope the audience already sent out your questions list to us. We will try to tackle some of the questions, if not all. I will hand the section next to Ramanaya.
Yes, Kokui. We do have a lot of questions. I will try to summarize some of them into common ones and ask them so that you will be able to answer. And for those we are not able to answer, we'll definitely get back to them when we to the concerned people. First question probably to you, Hamburg, a more technical one. We would like to understand what weathering standards will Luran S pass?
Okay. Yeah, this is a very good question. Actually, there is a lot of the weathering, accelerate weathering test standard from the international standard like ISO standard, which I shared, or some ASTM or SAE, which is using in the US market a lot. And also there is some specified or modified weathering standard by OEMs as well. And also very different condition simulate the desert, like Kalahari or Arizona, and also very humid or subtropical weather like Florida as well. Additionally, based on each standard, the acceleration, the weathering conditions are very different by the filter and then water spray, etc. But I can definitely say our Uranus can pass the most of weathering standard in automotive with SPF 30 package. I already explained during my presentation, ISO 4892-2A. This is also one of very popular weathering standard. You already saw all the color we can fulfill the requirement. Of course, probably if you have very specific weathering requirement by specific standard, please contact with our sales colleague or myself. Maybe we will definitely support in detail answer later.
Thank you very much, Hamburg. Thanks for the detailed answer to the question. The second question, probably Kokui, you can take this. What is the difference between ASA and ABS UV? As many people understand, ABS UV would have also good weathering resistance.
Okay, another good question. I would say couple of ways where we can look at it. First of all, if you compare a neat ABS versus a neat ASA, definitely the neat ASA will have a better weathering performance compared to neat ABS. Again, when people are trying to do is that, okay, with the help of the UV stabilizer to bring out this performance of the ABS closer or even matching with the ASA. Then the next questions that we need to consider is that how much UV stabilizers need to be added into the ABS to bring out the performance similar to the ASA needs. At least I would say based on our experience, the percentage of the UV stabilizer is pretty substantial. Again, I believe that we all know UV stabilizer is not a cheap additive. So with so much of the efforts in formulating and also eventually it may be the formulation cost of ABS plus UV could be even more expensive than ASA. So in such instance, in order to meet ASA weathering performance, maybe in terms of the economics, still the ASA could be better. Also take the chance to highlight to you guys in our RDC centers and also our formulations. We do add in the UV stabilizer in our ASA. That is to give our ASA to be able to use in the more demanding, even more demanding weathering situation and performance. So still, I believe that ASA should be still the first choice in terms of the outdoor applications. So that's my answer for these questions.
Thank you very much, Okwi. Moving on to the next question, which is again very technical question. So Hamburg, maybe you can take over this question. What are the typical processing conditions for Luran S?
Okay. Yes, this is a very good question as well. Luran S is also a kind of amorphous polymer, like almost similar as ABS. So of course, very typical the condition for pre-drying, like 80 degrees Celsius, 2 to 4 hours, and then a melt temperature control around 240 to 280, and then making very good high gloss aesthetics. Maybe you require some high mold temperature to control the flow behavior as well. But I recommend you to visit our website. Probably you can download a lot of interesting and then helpful the document. For example, injection molding guideline or some application. Also, we made it a very industry specific application or how to use and also the in detail. Or if you wanted to make it some person-to-person meeting, please contact me or our technical service colleague. They will definitely help to make it a success usage in your injection condition.
Thanks, Hamburg. Of course, we have our technical team who can help you all help the customers on site as well when there is a requirement. So we're all there. The general conditions, as Hamburg mentioned, could always be had from our website. Yeah. Thanks, Hamburg. I think that's the one. And then next question probably is again to Kokwi. Probably you can answer this: how to select the right grade for the application, for a specific application.
Okay. To answer these questions, we do have our product nomenclatures. Actually, we see Luran S 77777K, Luran S 778T. So actually, all those numbers carry some meanings. It's only that today we did not present to you what is the meaning of the nomenclatures. Secondly, if you look at it, we also structure our product portfolios to different categories. As why you see just now, we do have a high heat, we do have a general grade, high impact grade. So those classifications should serve as a guideline also. If you know that for example, we say, if you know that the application is for the car front grille nearer to the engine bay, there's a need for the high heat resistance. So definitely we should select Luran S 778T, which is a high heat grade. Secondly, also we can look at matching the performance, matching the properties. For example, we know probably the melt flow index for the injection molding grades, you need a higher melt flow index. For the extrusions process, you need a lower melt flow index. So we can actually match. For example, your target for the MFI is 10. We can select from the data sheets. Okay, this is a product that gives this MVI. This is a product that take out the impact strength and etc. So at least this is how the selecting process and criteria that we are currently carrying out, and so is our customers. So still, I feel the best is to have our account managers contact handy. So always contacting our account managers or even our new business developer. So our staff will definitely help you better in terms of the selecting of the right grades for the right applications. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Thanks, Kokwi.
Thank you.
Another question now is about what kind of technical support in your styrolution can offer. Yeah. So Hamburg, maybe You can answer this.
Yeah. Of course, the technical support, yes, is a bit broad, but you can say like this. We have a very dedicated technical service team in China, and also other region, also very experienced engineers in everywhere in our networking. Also support on-site troubleshooting, injection or extrusion trial, or new project is in your site. Definitely we go there, participate the trial, try to support you to adjust to meet your application. And also maybe several years ago we started to make some on-site color adjustment service for automotive sector. This is also related with the color harmonization as well, because the automotive OEM case, they are taking care of all the harmonized color, and then very minor tuning of the color. Also, we definitely support about this part. And then I think already we shared that our capability of the development, Ulsan LDC, for example, and or our MOXIE, the Vadodara area in India, they can fully support about the physical properties or some thermal or chemical resistance tests. And especially Luran S is weathering performance is the most important. Ulsan LDC already equips some the weathering chambers. So if the customer requires some simulation, definitely we will support about this kind of the technical support we can provide. Don't hesitate to contact with us. Maybe we will fully dedicate support we will provide.
Okay, thanks, Hambuk. Thanks for responding. And the question is about obviously the hottest topic now, eco grids. So, is there a plan for developing low carbon emission ASA? So, Hambuk, you will take this.
Yes, it's very good point. Also, I'm working with our Novodo Eco product portfolio in specialty. Let's say you are definitely working with some eco solution for Uranus by mechanical recycling or some other approach as well. But we are on the development stage, and also we are seeking for some bio-attributed raw material source or chemical recycling feedstock for ASA production as well, because it is gonna be for example, the mechanical recycling. There is some concern about weathering performance. That's why we're also trying to find some bio-attributed feedstock or chemical recycling, which can contribute to reduce the carbon emission, definitely. And then we can say we are target to produce some low emission ASA to launch as a mid-term project. Maybe it's gonna be we are continuously do this kind of webinar about introduction our eco solution. Watch it or participate the webinar continuously. Probably you can get a lot of information.
Good. Another question is about the application. I think that we have shown during the presentation, the EV car charging housing. Is FR retardant a requirement? The specific case that we have referred here doesn't require a fire retardant, doesn't require fire retardancy, and hence this has been applied over here. But of course, there are applications where it is a must. We definitely have to look into the specific requirements and then apply ASA or an ASA blend that Luran SC that Hambuk has mentioned about it. So Hambuk, if you want to add something to this particular application, you can add, or we move on to the next application. Next question, probably.
Okay. So yes, definitely the frame retardant. Let's say that this is gonna be a kind of some mandatory in very important safety concerned part in the EV car charging system. I fully understand about this one, and then of course our Uranus portfolio, we don't actually have a pure FR V0 fulfill the V0 requirement. However, our Luran SC KL2867 CUW, which is a ASA PC blend and then which is V0 grade. If it is possible, maybe we can try this one first. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Ambok, for those additions. Probably it is time now to wrap up. There are some more questions that we would like to address, but after probably you can reach to our technical teams, your key account managers who is in contact with you always, and then we will get back to you with the detailed answers. At this point of time, probably to wrap up, or also you can post your questions at on this that we are showing on the screen, ineosstyrolution.webinar@ineos.com, or write to the key account manager that you have. I also would like to take this opportunity to introduce about the seminars that are following. That immediately the next seminar from Ineos Styrolution would be on Luran Eco. This will be held between April 25th to the 27th. It will be held in 3 languages, as you can see on the screen: English, Korean, and Chinese. You can register for this webinar on our website. And also for all those people who are interested in eco grades, this would be quite interesting topic. How we want to serve, where we want to serve, and all those aspects would be addressed on this. And also, thank you very much for joining this webinar on Luran S. As mentioned earlier, we would be regularly organizing these webinars on all our product lines, and please do get register and join these webinars. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. As mentioned earlier, this whole webinar recording would be available, and so you can always refer back for all the contacts and the information that is available on that is presented on during this webinar. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Driving success together.